All right, so Logan Paul was on the Tiger Belly podcast the other day, so of course him and Bobby had to discuss the famous walkout that happened a few weeks ago. If you're not familiar with that situation, while Bobby is on Impulsive, he kept roasting Logan's co-host, George, and you could tell he started to get annoyed by it, and eventually Logan's like, man, he's checked out because he barely was saying anything. So then once Logan said that, he just took off, he walked out, he got an Uber and left.
He is clocked out.
Yeah,
I know.
George has been under a tremendous amount of abuse.
No,
Stop, George. I want you over here with me. George, I want you over here with me. Chase him down. Go. You find him. George, no, go get him. Go get him. I said.
And then on the next Impulsive episode, he did apologize to Logan and Mike for walking off. And the way he was talking about it, it didn't sound like he apologized to Bobby at all or has even talked to him since it happened. So on the newest episode of Tiger Belly, when they discuss this, Bobby's still roasting him. And then he says he hasn't heard from George at all and he hasn't apologized.
So funny. If you had walked out, right, it would have been like, oh, it's over. Right? If you had walked out, right? But him walking out was just kind of like, let's keep going. Right, we didn't stop, did we? We did another 20 minutes, right?
And he actually went home.
That was the thing that was kind of actually a big deal.
I thought it was a bit.
No, it wasn't a bit.
Ubered out. We chased him after that. Like seconds later, we left.
Never came back. Never.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
He apologized on the episode of Impulsive that's coming out tomorrow. He was.
That's interesting.
He was regretful.
Never really apologized to me though.
Which
That's interesting.
shocks me because I told him to reach out. I said you should reach out to Bobby.
Can you give me his number?
Should we FaceTime?
I can give you. I can.
Can you give me his number?
You want to settle this right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna call him right now.
So it is kind of weird that he hasn't reached out yet, but they do end up getting him on the phone here. And at first, Bobby's like, I'm not going to apologize to him because I was just being a comedian. I was making fun of him. We're having a good time. He's too sensitive. But then when Bobby starts talking to him on the phone, he's the first one to apologize. He's like, I want to apologize for the way I behaved. And then George like gives a sincere apology, I guess. And then Bobby's like, all right, I'm going to take back my apology. I didn't actually mean that. But I think Bobby just did that because he's not good at confrontation either. But it's just so funny how he handles this. He just cannot stop roasting George. Like, even when George is like pouring his heart out, he's still like, all right, I'm going to take back my apology.
No, I'll FaceTime him.
Okay.
And then hand it over.
What are you expecting apology?
No, we'll figure it
How
out.
about it's just like a double knockout, just like both apologize at the same time.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I
didn't do
He
anything
didn't do
wrong.
He was just making.
I'm not apologizing for something I
He
didn't
was
do
just
wrong.
doing his job.
Yeah. I want to. Let's talk for a second. Are you driving?
Okay. No, I'm not driving.
Okay. I want to apologize for my behavior on your podcast. I feel like I was a little.
Bobby Lee, you shut your mouth. I'm apologizing to you. I left you. You were our guest. And I left you, Bobby.
This is good.
I will forever regret that for the rest of my life. There's not a day where I will lay my head on that pillow and not know that I disappointed a prince that does stand up like you. Do you have any idea how ashamed of myself I am?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Of you?
Well, I'm gonna.
So sorry.
Thank you.
Please don't
Thank you
even
for saying that.
apologize to me.
But I want to pull back my apology then, because I too, because I literally did not feel sorry.
Pull out.
I pulled out of the apology. I don't feel sorry, but I will accept yours, right? And hopefully, when I come back to your podcast, we can make it right.
And it sounds like Logan definitely wants to have Bobby back on the podcast, so we probably will see these two together again. Hopefully George is more prepared, because I think it wouldn't have been as bad if he was going at Bobby as much as Bobby's going at him, because Bobby would roast him and then he would just like take it and you'd have really nothing to say back to him. And even right here at the end of this clip, Bobby's like, come on, let's have a relationship where we both just go at each other like in a friendly way.
Yeah, and I gave you compliments. I called you a fat Oscar Isaac. That was good.
I mean,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
in my life.
Right. Like if they do a fat Dune, you could be in that.
You said I look like Oscar ate all the sand, and I agree.
Oh, right. That's right. That's what I said. I said, yeah, Oscar ate all the sand in Dune, and then all of a sudden you're in it. Yeah, that's what I said.
Ruthless. You're ruthless.
I'm the fat Isaac Oscar.
Yeah, exactly. But and let's have a relationship where we can rip on each other.
I would love that.
All right. So you can say whatever you want to me, and I'm going to be good, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. I love you.
And again, I know we're doing a bit, but from my heart, I do apologize.
And from my heart, I don't apologize to you, but I accept yours.
It sounded like Bobby might have even been waiting for George to roast him there, so hopefully George is ready for next time. You know, there's a lot to roast Bobby for, but it is good that they could work things out. Bobby's saying, I don't know if he's telling the truth, but he was saying he felt bad that George walked out and he was like weighing on him. But also they just all kind of put the blame on Logan. They thought that he should have done a better job. Like both Bobby and George thought that Logan screwed up here. And Logan's pretty much just like, well, it made for good entertainment, which is true. That was entertaining. And I mean, it wasn't that serious. You know, George is fine. And the way Bobby is talking about him, it sounds like he does like him, or at least he likes roasting him and making fun of him, which I guess means he likes him. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. Make sure you leave me a comment, then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you at the next video.